Hey guys, I am with Mark and Simon from Wokdrop and they are cooking us a Chinese meal. So guys, what are you cooking today?
Okay, so today we're cooking winter melon and chicken ball soup, medicinal winter melon chicken ball soup with fine sliced cucumber, also dried shrimp. It's a medicinal soup. Mark can tell you some of the qualities of it.
Yeah, it'll have goji berry in it as well. And the idea of this soup is something that nourishes the yin qi and clears heat, particularly summer heat. For you guys who are training outside, who feel like the summer heat gets in and wears you down, this helps to re-nourish fluids in your body. So think about it as a medicinal Gatorade. It's going to bring you these fluids back in. It's going to rehydrate you. But unlike sports drinks, it also helps to clear that heat that you get from training outside in the summertime.
The perfect after training soup. And then we're going to move on to dong chi. So we use like fermented black beans, steamed fish. So we use like fermented black beans that are made into a blend, like pounded into a sauce. Then you steam the fish. The black beans go on top. Spring onion on top of that, and then it's doused with oil. And Mark can explain what the dousing of oil does to help increase the medicinal benefits to this particular dish.
So in douchi is actually sometimes called dan douchi in the Shenlong Bancao. And the idea is that it helps to assist you in sweating. So if you're coming down with a cold or something, it will stimulate your immune system to sweat. It stimulates wei qi, right, to push this out. So this is the food version of dan douchi, right? The fish is going to help to strengthen the muscles and the skin. It's very good for healing injuries. And the idea of using the oil is going to open the flavors to make them very strong, to stimulate the body and the effects of the flavor. So
and oil is not always bad.
No,
you
not
need
at all.
oil to deliver stuff around your body.
Many of your vitamins are only fat soluble, and so you need oils to deliver those things.
Absolutely.
So this is one of those dishes that assists in that.
And then we're going to move on to Mapo Tofu, which is just a famous dish. And I'm just going to make it just because I want to make Mapo Tofu.
If any of you guys have not had Mapo Tofu, do yourself a favor and smack yourselves, and then go and find somebody who can make some good Mapo Tofu, because this might be one of the quintessential, if not the quintessential, Sichuanese dish. Like if you want to know if a restaurant does good food, and they say there's Sichuan food, restaurant, you try their Mapo Tofu.
And the thing that you want to look for there is garlic leaves, okay? Not garlic, right? Garlic leaves. Like garlic leaves are what really make a really good Mapo Tofu. And
Simon doesn't tell you is that's a special recipe that's not in the original version. The
Yeah.
garlic leaves are not in the original version, and it makes it even better than the original version.
And why? What? Because the garlic leaves, like what are they?
They're the same thing as in the family of chong, right? The same family of garlic, the family of scallions and leek, and so they're going to stimulate. They're very they're very acrid, and they're going to stimulate sweating. They're going to stimulate the movement of fluids to the exterior of the body to, again, help protect you from colds and flus, help to clear heat in the exterior of the body, oftentimes from summer heat. And at the same time, in the Mapo Tofu, we have a number of, obviously, chili peppers and things that are going to have, even though they feel hot, they heat the exterior of the body to sweat. So it's going to, again, help you to strengthen the wei qi, the yang qi, to help push out any sort of exterior pathogens, colds or fluids that might come in the exterior.
And they're more pungent, okay? But they don't have that sharpness of what garlic has, right? So it just sits better in the body. And a lot of times we get like a Mapo Tofu where sometimes you feel like, oh, it's just all spice, or sometimes you feel like, oh, the garlic flavor in it is like so sharp. It's because people are using like really fresh garlic. You want the garlic to be dull. You want it to be dull. I don't mean by not flavorful. I mean dull as in it's just more pungent and more mellow and more mild. Sort of like with the hong cha.
Yes. The concept of flavors in the body move qi, right? So pungent things like garlic and onions, spring onions, move qi upwards, right? We know this, right? Hot peppers move qi outwards, right? We sweat. Beef. Feel heavy afterwards. If you just eat beef, it moves downwards. But the idea of garlic leaves is it's not as strong, like he said, as normal garlic. So it's not going to have such a strong upward motion, so it won't clash with other things that might move qi downwards in the body. So that's what's a good reason to use garlic leaves.
Absolutely.
So what's actually in the sauce? We've got huajiao peppercorns.
Yeah, so in this here, so we've got huajiao. Yeah, so we've got Sichuan peppercorns, we've got spring onion, and we've got ginger, and then that's in like mineral water, and it's all mixed together and crushed together. And then here we've got egg whites, and then here we've got potato starch and water. So what you do is you put the egg whites. So this is chicken thighs that have been ground down into a mince. So what you do is to get the freshness into into the chicken ball and stuff, and to get the lightness and softness, but also firmness. Okay, so the chicken whites are the softness. They add the softness to the chicken ball, right? The ginger, Sichuan pepper, mineral water, and spring onions crushed together and mix them with this, give it the freshness. So you don't get a heavy. It's a very light, chicken ball. And then the potato starch, the potato flour in water added in gives it the firmness. So that's why you get the sort of, you bite and it's firm, and then when it goes in, it opens and it's juicy, but also it's got that kind of like freshness of like Sichuan peppercorns and spinach and ginger. So that's the basic mix of making a good chicken ball.
Oh, so you're not actually going to put the actual peppercorns and ginger and stuff in, just the water?
Yeah, it's just the water.
Ah.
Yeah, it's just the water. And that just gives you the flavour, like without actually having, because you don't want, like, this is a medicinal soup, so you don't want people like spitting out lumps of ginger and Sichuan pepper and whatnot while they're trying to drink a medicinal soup at the start of or the end of their dinner, right?
Close. Like you can actually see, you can literally see through it.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's two, and one thinner. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Wow.
two piled on top.
Oh, they got levels, like
Yeah.
from like five down to one.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's level 2.
That's level 2, so you can go one thinner than these.
Damn.
When you can go to where it actually melts, you know what I mean? Like as in where it melts in the soup. Yeah. But tonight we're gonna leave it floating. Yeah.
What we have here is our donggua, huanggua, jiwantang. So this has got your winter melon, your cucumber, your chicken balls, and your goji berry. So it's going to clear heat and nourish yin and fluids in the body. It's an excellent dish.
And this one, because we're coming out of winter, going into spring, it's got a little more of a white pepper flavour to it, right? Just to bring you out of winter, going into spring, summer. Yeah. So
to warm you up. So it's going to have that. Wow, so fragrant. What the hell?
Oh man, that's like so clean tasting. And really good, like it's not like overly salty like a lot of Chinese soups. Oh man, that's so nice. Yeah, the chicken hasn't got any of that, like we were saying before. Hasn't got any of that like meaty flavour that it sometimes gets when you boil meat. No, it's so good. I feel like cleansed. slightly red.
Go ahead.
So good in here.
The head's here.
Yeah.
It smells good. So good in here.
Okay.
It smells so good here again. I'll tell you why.
Oh, it smells so good in here.
Yeah, because this is like like a proper traditional like bamboo steamer. So there's not a lot of different types you get, but if you buy the higher quality grade of bamboo, you get that bamboo smell that diffuses with the fish. So yeah, come and look here. Still got about 10 minutes to go, but you see, it's starting.
Yeah.
Then we're going to dress it up. We're going to garnish it, and then after we garnish it, we're going to infuse it with hot oil, and then basically you take the meat and the flesh and the fermented black beans, put them on rice, and eat the fish together with rice.
Cool.
So it's a cracking dish. And after training, we just had the Dongguan Jiwan Tang. So when you have this dish following the first dish, this adds the salt element that you want to replenish the salts that you lost during the training. So this is why it goes 1 and 2 with the 2 dishes that we've done so far.
Bring it out.
Right.
Stop that. Done.
I love coriander.
Good.
I don't get all the people that like say, you know, there's all these like coriander hate pages on
Yeah.
Facebook and stuff. I don't get it at all.
It's
the best thing ever.
It's really good for you. In Chinese dietary medicine, it acts similarly to ginger, so it warms the stomach, so it can warm you up if you feel really cold. But also, it helps remove heavy metals from the body, so it's really, really good for you that way as well. So. All right.
礼拜才当我家表演完
So I'm gonna get a little bit of
哦，
the
你也有做这一
meat.
道。
啊，对啊，
I always find like metal chopsticks really hard to use.
yeah, I like the wood.
Wooden ones because they got some grip on them, right?
Yeah.
The wood or the bamboo is the best.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I had such an issue. I had to relearn how to do chopsticks. Going to Korea.
Get some
Relearn the whole
cilantro.
thing.
Yeah, get a bit of coriander. British, so I don't call it cilantro. Get a bit of the sauce. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
I don't really know like how to describe what it tastes like, but just like xiang. I don't know any like English word.
Tell us how you really
Fragrant.
feel.
A little bit like it's quite pungent. It's like fermented bean sauce, right?
Yeah, doucher is fermented.
Yeah,
black soy.
I really love like fermented foods, so it's got such a good pungent flavor to it. But then the fish is like so fresh, such a good combination. So I'm not very good at being like the the food show like host. I never know what to say. But
Do you
yeah,
feel in your mouth, you have that like numbing kind of quality to it a little bit? That's the qingjiao, so you put on the qinghua jiao on the top.
a little bit,
So
but
you
not
get
as
a little
much
bit of
as
that.
a little bit, but not as much as like you would if you just ate like a mala hot pot.
More of that there.
Get like picking it up.
青椒在哪里啊？它
That's
青
the
椒有
thing.
放在上面
If。I ever like
青
not
花
be
椒。
I
That's cool.
Yeah, you sent me the demo. I haven't shown it to her yet. Because we got home late the last 2 nights.
That's good to see.
Mapo tofu.
超好吃的。
So this Mapo Tofu is a slightly bit different than the original recipe because of the addition of suan miao, or garlic shoots. And that adds a different recipe, and I can tell you because my roommate in Beijing had actually gone to the original restaurant where they developed the Mapo Tofu recipe, and then he had Simon's. Have you been to the original one in Sichuan?
No.
Okay, and he looked at me, he put one spoon in his mouth, he goes, shit, this is better than the original.
Oh,
So give
good.
it a shot.
可以吃了吗？
Yeah, yeah.
是没有蒜苗诶，这个 version，因为最认知当中是
好吃好吃。
Okay, let's try the better than the original Mapo tofu.
我要吃鱼的眼睛。
But you
That is damn amazing. It's not actually very spicy at all. Have you made it less spicy like for us, or is this?
A little bit. The Taiwanese don't like as much spice, so we tone it down.
Ah, okay.
If you want it more spicy, you just add more.
Yeah.
看那个汤面都很浓。
It's a fact
他有教
that
过我
the
的。
older
其实我都并
recipes
没有
of
做，因为
Mapo
我
tofu
不喜欢做。
were mid-level
因为鱼麻
spicy
烦你看
originally. They weren't like tala, right? But nowadays, over time, it's changed and changed and changed and changed and become this like showpiece of being like super spicy. And that's fine. That's no problem. But the thing that is different is that you'll notice when you eat this is that it has way more substance and actual flavor and levels of flavor upon it. So to make it spicier, all you do is just add more sanjiao, yeah, or you know, huajiao, yeah, huajiao fan. Just add more huajiao, just add more, you know, like dried chilies and stuff like that, and it's going to be spicier. Add more at the start. But the main thing with mapo tofu is the layers of flavour, okay? And a lot of mapo tofu that you eat, all you can taste is MSG and then la, yeah, and that's the difference between. So the spicy thing where everyone's it's not as spicy, blah blah blah. You just make it spicier. It's way easier. But to actually get the levels of flavour, right? So to get the levels of flavour like through the tofu to where it's got all these different levels and this experience going on is a much more difficult thing to do.